Okay, we have all this shit on the table. We is live. Recording.
Oh, we're live. Sorry, I'm very enthralled in the shade room right now. Moniece is coming for Lil Fizz in April again, and I don't know what's going on. I cannot keep up. But Moniece be going in. I wouldn't fuck with her. I don't want no trouble, Moniece. And I seen her before. She don't. We're about the same size, but she do look a little rough around the edges. She'd be smoking those Newports and shit. I'm good. Anything she smoking Newports, I don't want no trouble.
Well, anyway,
is that recorded? Or
yeah.
Great. Just kidding, Moniece. Welcome back.
Good Moms, Bad Choices. I'm Erica.
And I'm Mila, and it is 2019, bitches.
We made it.
2019. Whoa. And that shit went really fast.
Girl, so fast.
I like blinked, and I'm like, what?
It went by so fast. I remember, like, I was reflecting on how I spent my New Year's last year.
Me too.
And it felt like really like a few months ago.
Literally. I'm really happy it wasn't a few months ago, but literally.
Me too.
And I was just thinking, I was reflecting on my year last year, and I was trying to like manifest this year, but I was thinking like, I had a troubled year last year at right around this time. And I was like, this shit is not about to happen this year. I was very conscious about my decisions and what I did this year. Not that I did anything fun, but last year I shouldn't have went. I went to San Diego with my baby daddy.
Oh, we were both in San Diego.
Yeah, you went with your daughter. I went with my baby daddy, and that was all bad. And yeah, this year's gonna be better. And I was also thinking, this is around I guess around last year, this year, we were like, we should make a podcast. Mm-hmm. And we're like, okay, well, step one, like let's have a photo shoot. Yeah. And we're like, step one, what is it gonna be called? And that took like a 2-week process. We like sat here like every day for a week, like
bad mama, Gemma, goody. Moms, cool mom.
Cool. What were some of the ones we caught? There were some really bad ones.
I don't know. They're in my phone.
I was like, Moms in the City. I think that already exists.
Valley Moms.
That's terrible. And then finally, and then there was parental advisory, Good Moms, Bad Choices. Mm-hmm. And then we cut the parental advisory. And now, fucking 9 months later, no, it's like 10 months now. Mm-hmm. It's almost a year we've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
I know. Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all.
Yes, I hope you guys spent your New Year's either partying your ass off or at home making vision boards. I had a bunch of people saying that. I guess vision boards is the new wave.
Oh, really?
Like a bunch of different people were like, I'm going to go make a vision board or whatever. I just hope you had fun and you took a moment to reflect on the year you've had and what you want, moving forward, because at the end of the day, it really is just another day. But I think the beauty of New Year's, though, is it's a reminder to reset. You know what I mean? It actually, everyone is conscious of it versus like, oh, yeah, it's just another day. Because it is.
I mean, it is another day. I looked up the numerology for this year. We're in a 3-year, which you guys should look up. I'm really into numerology. Numbers are the universe's like universal language. 3 is the year of like renewing, of creativity, of rebirth. So when I woke up on the 1st, I don't know if it was in my head, but I was feeling really renewed and really just refreshed and ready for this year. I mean, I feel it physically, I feel it emotionally and spiritually. And even though it is another year, it's go season.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Definitely feel so different waking up this year than I did last year.
Me too.
Last year, like, it was a reset for me. It really was a rebirth for me, but like, I was definitely still sad about my breakup. It was emotional. This year, I kind of woke up happy.
well, that's a good thing.
Happier. And so what did you do on New Year's?
Girl, I really didn't want to do anything, but then I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go out. I went to someone's house. There was literally 5 people there. We bring in the new year with my best friend. We rang it in. We counted down with Steve Harvey.
You hung out with Steve Harvey?
No, he was on the countdown. So if you're on the East Coast, you got
Ryan Seacrest.
You got Ryan Seacrest, but apparently he got off and went to party because Steve Harvey, West Coast got Steve Harvey, who I'm not a huge fan of at all. Not for any particular reason besides I don't think he should give women advice. But yeah, it was just really uneventful and chill, which was cool for me because everybody knows I've done a lot of partying in my life. So I felt like it was appropriate to just do not the most for once in my life. And I'm going to carry that into the year.
Awesome. I was gonna like not do anything because last year I didn't, and even though I woke up kind of in a pensive state last year, like I was happy that I didn't go anywhere. Like I woke up in the morning, went for a bike ride with my kid, we went to the beach, and then this year the guy I'm dating was throwing a party downtown, and all my friends were like, "Are we going to the party? Are we gonna go? We have to go.
I
We
should
have
have
to
gone
go."
with you.
And so everyone was like pressuring me to go. And so I was like, fuck it. And then I read my horoscope and it was like, you're going to be in the mood to like really party hard, like on New Year's Eve.
You're like, okay, well that's that.
But it would have said I should try not to, but I did anyway.
We're still learning. And by the judge of that glitter in your
Girl.
hair.
Well, I had glitter in the
creases?
In the creases.
Yes, okay.
Mhm.
It's very fancy. You look really cute. I saw your pictures.
Thank
It's
you.
really cute.
Thank you.
Did you put my phone on airplane mode?
No.
Okay,
I'll do that. Okay. So I went out with some of my friends. We had dinner and then we went to the party, which was really fun. And I met the guy I'm dating's mom at the party. She came to the club. So that was cool. It was cool. I guess in 2019, I don't know. We're moving.
Are you guys getting serious? Was it like because I know you met his sister last week.
No, I never met his sister.
Oh, you didn't meet her?
No, I ended up not meeting her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
We were going to go out with her, and then we decided not to go to the place we were going. And so she was like, I'm going to stay in.
Okay. Well, do you think that's an indication that it's like very serious? Is it like a platonic meet? She was in town. You're at the party. His mom went to the party.
Right. Well, he wanted me to meet her earlier. It didn't happen. And so he invited her to the party. And then, yeah, I don't know. We talked, and I guess he's talked to her about me before. And then the next morning, she texted him and told him that she really likes me, and then called him to tell him that too.
Wow.
I was there.
Okay.
So he was very happy about that.
For the win, Erica, for the win.
Parents like me. So I don't know. My New Year's Day was spent in a bed.
But in detail, what were you doing in that bed? Because we're dying to know, particularly me.
Okay, I fucked up and I broke the detox.
Oh, what? Wait,
Detox
not you.
fail.
Not you, Erica.
Okay, I broke it last week.
How the fuck are we gonna lead a detox? A Dick-tox that we cannot follow?
Bitch, you know what's fucked up is that when I broke the detox, which was not on New Year's, it was actually last week, and we didn't have an episode last week, which is why you guys haven't heard this story. But I felt like it made me sad why I did it, because I felt like it was exactly the reason why I needed to do it. Like the reason
why you broke it was the reason why you needed to have the Dick-tox.
Mm-hmm. Like me and the guy at Happy Bay went out, and there was a girl there at the party we were at, and they were dancing, and it was fine. Like I was totally cool with that. And then, we went back to his house, and then he told me that she was going to come over. And I was confused because I was like, it's 3 a.m. Why is she coming over?
Says the same bitch who weekly tries to recruit threesomes.
But
just this particular
only
day.
If we're on the same page.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You got to talk about it.
You know what? That should be our next episode. Threesome how-tos.
Etiquette. Threesome etiquette. Writes it down immediately. So I was confused because I told him, and I was like, hey, if you want to like hook up with this girl, like I can leave, because I know that like I'm on this detox and you're not. And I've encouraged him to do what he wants to do while I'm doing it, because we're not exclusive. Although it feels like that a lot of the time. She came over, and no, she was coming over, and immediately I started feeling annoyed and insecure. And so when I feel insecure, the way I validate myself is through sex. And so what did I do? I seduced him to have sex with me. Not didn't take much seducing, but he was like, "Are you sure? Like I'm not pressuring you to do this." Like, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up. Take your pants off." And so I broke the detox, and after I did it, I was like, "Why the fuck did I?" Then literally the moment we finished having sex, she came over, like she like knocked on the door literally the moment it ended. And, you know, we chilled and she's cool. Like it was totally cool. It was just like, I was just confused by him. I was like, is this a setup? Are you trying to? So, and then I just felt a little undervalued. And then I felt like I undervalued myself too by like going ahead and having sex with him because I felt like I needed validation. I wanted him to like, be like, I don't know. It was just so fucked up.
I mean, when I broke it, I felt immediately bad. I felt immediately shitty. I felt like, fuck, I have no self-control. That was not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I get it. And good news, since then I've been Dick-toxing. I have not had sex in 2 weeks.
Okay, and by the way, I thought the detox was also vagina tox, but Jamilah said it was only
my
detox.
God, the bitch keeps putting. I forgot about that. So I guess it's a vagina and a Dick-tox. I guess it's a sex tox.
It's like, yeah.
Because yes, I got some pussy. Fuck. But you know what? It must be my like lesbian lineage. Not my lineage. I mean like history, like the fact that I'm really a hardcore lesbian deep down. That after like literally, it was a random girl. She's not
that random. I've known her for years.
Well, exactly. Like, okay, this is a funny story. I happened to go to a client's house that I actually know pretty well. And when I got there, there was like a cute little lesbian in the living room. And I was like, who's that? This house makes me sound very unprofessional. If I do your eyelashes, I will not fuck anyone at your house. I promise. But yes, I went to a close friend / client's house. There was a lesbian there. Upon talking to that lesbian, I found out she knew Erica and some of her other friends. So I was like, oh, I know her too. And then I stayed and I slept with her. But the funny thing is, the next day when I got in my car, I like chilled for a little bit. We watched music videos. I was like, I haven't seen music videos in a long time. And I got in the car and it was sunny and I felt good. I felt happy. I felt upbeat. I was like, that was very nice. That's what I thought. In my mind, I was like, that was a very nice exchange. You know, what a nice girl. Nice pussy. It smelled good, you know. I just felt like that was fun. When I don't always feel that way. Like sometimes I do, but that's what I'm avoiding. I don't want to have sexual exchanges that don't feel lighter and better the next day. That girl is cool. Mm-hmm. And I knew there was no strings attached, and I can do that, but sometimes I can't, and I have to like be able to gauge it. And you know, the biggest thing of all is I didn't have to have sex with that girl. I didn't have to eat her pussy. But it just seemed like fun at that time, and I did it. And
when you called me, she was like so confused that I was like, "What the fuck?"
Erica's like, "Why did you do that?" I was like,
"No, I was just like, you told me you were detoxing again." And she was like, "Well, it's a vagina. It doesn't count." I was like, really? I was like, it's sex toxing. It's all counts. But apparently, I wasn't specific enough. So
okay, but what do you think? I'm a robot? Like, can I get a little something?
Girl, you had a little something. 3 back to back.
Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of you putting my business on the podcast. We need to have a special signage to say, "Shut the fuck up. Can I say this?"
Well, now we're recording for YouTube, so there is no special signage. If you want to get the full episode in its full capacity,
because we don't know how to edit videos,
join our YouTube that we just launched now.
Subscribe to our YouTube where we don't make cuts, and you can see all the shit that goes on when we don't cut it out.
We actually record it live stream, so you'll see everything. You'll see us sitting down to start the podcasting.
If we have to get up
before, moments if we have to go
drink or smoke. No, the kids come in. The kids are not here right now, but
yeah.
But what do you guys think? I want you guys to tell me what you think. Do you think that getting a little pussy counts in the detox?
Well, I mean, I guess I did say D like as a dick, but I in my head I was thinking all sex, not just.
Well, I was thinking as long as I'm not getting a dick inside me, I'm good.
You're getting fingers and stuff.
Okay, whatever.
Tongues and things like that.
Like I said, I don't feel bad about that.
That's fine
at all.
You shouldn't.
The ones before that,
mm-hmm.
I should not have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to start over. I don't know if I'm going to include vagina in that. I don't know what's going to happen. But right now, I'm just really focusing on not having sex with men. Particularly because for me, I think it's a way, I think like you said, like it validates you. And I think me too. And I can feel myself getting lonely and then thinking about people I could call when I really don't.
To make you feel better for that moment, to make you feel sexy for that moment, to make you feel
Wanted.
powerful. It makes you feel powerful.
And wanted. And I like to cuddle and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I also found in our failures of doing it, I found that we needed to have more rules. We needed to reinforce the reason why we were doing it more. Because I feel like you can deprive yourself of sex, but I need to like go on dates with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go do things by myself. I need to go hike. I need to go eat by myself because I'm a people person. I feel people in my life a lot, even if friends, like I'll come over. I want to come over. Like, okay, let's go do this because it's easy to have company and do stuff. But like the whole point of the Dick-tox was to not have like to avoid extra unnecessary company. Mm-hmm. And that can go with friendships too, even close friends, not that they're bad, mm-hmm. but just that like, just to reinforce self in the detox of dick and unnecessary people and energy. Mm-hmm. So now I'm working on that.
No, I think that's true. I mean, I think thinking about my Christmas, I mean, I guess we haven't recorded since Christmas. So like I was.
Did we talk about Christmas?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Christmas, leading up to the days of Christmas, I had been feeling very anxious and stressed out about, I don't even really know what specifically. I think I was telling Jamilah, like, I coined this term, end of the year fatigue. Like, I literally have end of the year fatigue. I've been go, grow on me. Like, then like, you know, being hard on myself for not working on certain things all year. And I feel like at the end of the year, I'm just fucking tired. And like, I had nothing to do really for like 5 days. And I didn't know what to do with myself except think about shit that either hasn't changed or like I have no control over, you know? And so I just started stressing out and I started thinking about my baby daddy and like, you know, this is a holiday time, what our family would have and should have been like, and now like it's not, and it's awkward sometimes. And I'm alone, like decorating my Christmas tree with my daughter and like, why is my baby daddy not here? Oh, he's
dumb.
And then on top of that, feeling bad about breaking my detox and like me feeling like, why did I allow myself to feel that way? What have I been have I been putting in the work that I need to put in? And I know I have. I think I just had a moment of weakness, you know, and just like questioning everything. And so I just like I think the day before Christmas, I was like, something's got to give. I went and got like a $30 foot massage. Then I went and got my nails done.
Amazing.
And then I went to the vintage store and I just like did some shit that was like, I didn't have a plan. I just was like, I'm going to go do some shit by myself with me. And that's it. And I slowly started to feel better, but like I still felt anxious. And then on Christmas, you know, I had a bunch of shit to wrap, and then I got to my mom's, there were all these people there talking to me, and I just started feeling that overwhelming feeling again. And, you know, I don't think I've ever really had a real anxiety attack before. So I didn't understand what was happening. I just knew that people were talking to me and I wasn't fucking listening. And I didn't want to talk to them, but I was trying to be respectful. And my mom was like, looked at me and she saw it in my face. She was like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't think so. I think I'm going to have an anxiety attack. And so we walked outside and, you know, my house is filled with like 40, 50 people. They're like, where's Erica going? I'm walking out. My mom's escorting me towards the pool and she's cold up. And we're sitting there and she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's nothing specific has happened. You know, I just feel overwhelmed. And so she was like, I'm going to go get my stepdad and he's going to bring you some weed. And so the moment he came over and he like ushered me down to like this other level where people can't see us smoking, I like immediately just started bawling, like panic attacks, hyperventilating. Like I just couldn't stop. And he, you know, he's a man. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what do I do? What do I do? He's like patting me on the back. Like,
what's going on? Your mom didn't tell me all this.
I know.
She said, bring the weed. She didn't say, I had to be the doctor, bitch.
And so he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. So then I smoked and then he's like, do you want me to leave you here? And I was like, yes, please leave.
Goodbye.
And so I smoked and I laid there for like 45 minutes.
Bitch, I know it was cold.
I had a blanket.
Okay.
And then finally I came back in the house. And by that time, everyone was done eating and
looking at you crazy.
Yeah. And then baby daddy showed up. And then I was like, at least at that point I had dealt with it and I'd smoked. And so I was chill. But yeah, I just felt overwhelmed. I feel so much better now. I think like I just needed to decompress. Like I think I was coming off of like an all year high and I was like slowly decompressing and unraveling myself. And I just felt crazy. I felt fucking crazy. And I felt a few people like, cause I did a story on our Good Moms talking about my anxiety attack and people were like, I feel it too.
That's what I was going to say. Do you think it's an age related? I read something, I saw in the news recently that teenagers now are having more anxiety because of the influence, like social media influence. And obviously we are at that very age where like we've seen our lives without it. Whereas like our kids will not know life without it unless like the internet crashes. But so after you had that conversation with me and you're like, I really had to decompress, I had to cry. And then it made me reflect and think about my whole year. I had a lot of shit go on this year. I had a lot of changes. And I cried. I got in the car and I had clients and I cried like a couple times and I felt better. And I really, really thought about the things I need to release. But just in general, I know, like I'm beginning to, as an adult, notice when I have anxiety and notice it in my body, like where it sits, what starts to feel like, because sometimes I'll feel panicky, like I'm rushing, but then I have to check myself, like, what are you in a rush for? If you're late, you're late. Mm-hmm. And everything's okay. I find myself telling myself, it's okay. Like nothing's happening right now. No, everyone's safe. Everything's fine. Whatever you're feeling anxiety about, release it right now. Mm-hmm. Because I'll start to feel like I'm rushing. And me in general, like I forget a lot of stuff. I'm always moving really fast. I have my purse is really dirty, which I really need to work on. There's like little things that I notice like just all contribute to this anxiety. That sounds really dumb, my purse.
No, but it does.
There's just things. Sometimes clutter, things are unorganized. And I can feel myself becoming anxious. And I was like, I wonder, is this like a thing of like an adult thing or like a 30s thing? What is that? Is it like something like, cause I know some people I know people our age who experience anxiety and immediately get put on meds. Mm-hmm. I ain't getting put on meds. And even I know like, somebody told us like she takes some stuff sometimes, but it makes her feel lethargic. Mm-hmm. And I've heard that before, so I'm a pretty naturalist. Obviously some people have medical things that really need to be addressed like with pharmaceuticals, but weed really helps me spotting physically where I'm feeling the anxiety. I'll sweat, my heartbeat races, and then I have to like literally take a deep breath and tell myself to physically release it. And I'm so used to telling Luna that. The other day I was coming to Erica's and I forgot my phone and I was like telling Luna like, damn, I forgot my phone. Should I go get it? She was like, no, get it after your podcast. Take a deep breath. And I was like, damn. So I was like, good thing I'm telling her this shit. I need to be reminded. Yeah. Because she can remind me.
Little reminders, our little baby reminders. But it's one of those things though. I kept breathing and it wasn't helping me. That's how I knew. I was like, oh, this is an attack. This is serious. This is an assault on my body. I kept hijacked. I kept breathing. I kept like saying, trying to understand the source of this. I think social media did play into it. Fucking Christmas, everyone's posting their perfect ass family photos and shit and all their perfect fucking family New Year's trips and pajama photos and you know what? And much love to those people that have that. I know your lives ain't perfect. I know your baby daddy pissing you the fuck off. Right. And he probably didn't want to take the goddamn photo. But I just felt like, I usually do a holiday card too. And
it's such a trigger.
I just felt triggered.
Holiday that's what it is a fucking
It was super triggered. I felt very triggered and I just didn't know how to deal with it. And so I got a massage, then baby daddy got me a massage for Christmas. I made him book that shit ASAP. That was the one that really like that woman, I don't know, she fucking unlocked some shit in my body. Literally.
Your feet have a lot to do with the health and the rest of your body.
Like after I was done with that, she was like, you need to go take a bath. I fucking went in the bath, fell asleep.
Oh, the girl came here, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I fell asleep for like 30 minutes in the bathtub, woke up. I felt so high. Like I didn't smoke. I just felt high as fuck, but like exhausted. And then I fell asleep on the couch or my bed. When I woke up, I just felt better. Not to say like you need a massage to feel better. I mean, it might help, but I really did. I felt like I had so much tension locked in my body and I couldn't release it. But I think spending more then I started working out again because like I've said in previous episodes early on, like working out is literally mental health for me. And like when I notice, I feel the difference when I don't. And I haven't been working out in the last month. It's been hard on and off because baby daddy's been out of town and I just haven't had help to do that. And Irie doesn't want to go to the kids club and I got to pay extra to do that, all this shit. So it's like, it hasn't been a priority to me. And it's back onto being a priority because it's not just for my vanity. It's literally for my fucking sanity.
Yeah. I agree. I say this every year that I'm gonna work out because I'm skinny. It's really easy for me to forget because I'm like, eat, fuck that shit. But I do feel better. I do like being outside. I was gonna I really wanted to join Erica's fancy gym because there's a steam, and I'm addicted to steam shower.
I think I'm gonna cancel my membership there.
Why?
Because it's too expensive. I think I'm gonna go to the LA Fitness.
You think we can go half and they'll notice one person's different?
Bitch.
What are you talking about? I am Erica. Don't disrespect me. You think we all look alike? No, I'm just kidding. These bitches are trying to con us.
LA Fitness at least has a pool and a jacuzzi.
I want the steam.
And they have a steam room too. And a sauna.
I don't know. Equinox is so classy. Equinox, can you sponsor us so I can go for free?
Look, I even went in there after today. I went into like the membership area. Yeah. And I was like, hey, so if I get on my mom's plan,
yeah, can we do a couple?
Is there a discount?
No.
They were like, no, there's no discounts. It's all the same.
I literally was going to ask you that, like, can I get yours? Can we do like a couples discount?
It was a couples if you signed. Me and Freddie had one when we signed up together. Okay. And then when we broke up, he was like, I'm canceling my Equinox. And I was like, fuck you.
How much? You're trying to make me fat. You're hating on me.
Now I got to pay more.
I really do I thought I was I'm gonna go to Equinox for 3 months and get my life together. But yeah, that might be like out of my reality. But yes, Christmas in general, super triggery. And I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe that's his fucking birthday. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it 100. My family has never been huge on Christmas. We've always had trees. My parents cook but gifts were never a huge thing in my household. I'm not, that's not my love language in general. Of course I like gifts, but it's not a thing. And I didn't really buy Luna a lot of shit. I knew her grandparents did. I knew people send us shit. She got more than enough shit, but that's I forgot to get my friend shit. And and then it gives me anxiety because my friends are getting anxiety about getting me shit. I'm like, please don't get me anything because I'm not getting you shit. Mm-hmm. But I start to feel like I miss Young Bae a lot. I start acting really crazy. He blocked me. And I start emailing him because I don't think he knows how to block on email. And also I called him from a block number. Don't ask me why. I didn't say anything. I hung up like I'm in high school. But I felt like it was the holiday. I felt lonely. I was looking at other people's relationships. Their happy fucking holiday bullshit. This bitch met a man in Greece 3 months ago. She moved to Greece. They were in Switzerland for the holidays. They went dog sledding. And then they had a beautiful lunch in the middle of the mountains.
Who is this?
I don't know. Leave it to Danielle to fucking send this shit to me, okay? She finds the most dream lives of Instagrammers and makes me depressed daily by sending them to me. Thank you. Hella skiing. Okay. That's not those are my life goals next winter. But just if you were also feeling sad or triggered or lonely or whatever the fuck these Instagrammers are doing, it's ridiculous. I had to check myself several times. And yeah, also I had to decompress. I had to release that. I had to consciously release Young Bae and all my sadness. And even with baby daddy, I spent Christmas with baby daddy because that's what you're supposed to do, right? His parents cook and they're family and my parents don't. So that's what I did. And it felt good. I mean, it feels good to be cool with him, but I just know that it's usually temporary with him. I know that he gets mixed signals from me spending time over there. And I just have to keep reiterating, we're working on our friendship. Because even he sent me something on Instagram, of a proposal, are you going to cry when I propose? And I was just
he said that?
Yeah, I was just so confused.
No, just stop it.
It's never going to happen.
Don't do that.
Don't. I'm trying to figure out, where did you think that was even in our cards? I don't even talk to you. So whatever. But yes, new year, new things, more focus on me. I spent like, we've said this like 3,000 times in the last 2 months. Just thinking about other people and other shit is a waste of fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much more to be thinking about. Erica and I made a vision board.
Mm-hmm.
Like the day before New Year's Eve, which was actually really nice. We did some really hippie shit. We lit a candle together. We said our mantras. I can create everything I dream. And we put our intentions for our podcast and where we want our brand to go for the year, which is really nice. And so I encourage other people to try that too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you have any specific New Year's resolutions?
Just to focus. I don't want to talk about it a lot because I've done this a lot of years. Not been accountable for the things I need to change, but I'm not eating meat. Only occasionally, because I found out that it's good for my blood type. I'm AB positive, so if anybody else is, red meat, not chicken, is good for us occasionally, but mostly a seafood diet base, which is really what I eat generally, veggies and seafood. But I don't want to eat any meat. I want to work out. I got weight gainer. I'm going to get a fat ass this year for sure.
Jamila's over here bringing her protein powders, making shakes here.
I was like, you want a sip? She's like, no, bitch.
I'm like, I don't need to get any thicker. Okay.
I'm trying to get thicker than a Snicker. And just finishing stuff I start. Like, I don't want to, I've never liked a bullshitting ass person, and I don't want to be that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to have wants and dreams in my head and not see them manifest. I have a lot of good ideas. I'm very creative, and I just want to see those things carry out, and just even the smallest way, like working out, finishing books, because a bitch I am narcoleptic.
You fall asleep.
I fall asleep easily, which I also read recently is sometimes can be a sign of depression. Which I've heard a lot, but just working on not being depressed and falling asleep a lot.
Or just give yourself small goals when reading. I mean, sometimes you get a book and you feel like, okay, I must read like 40 pages on my first
No,
sitting.
I cannot finish a book.
Well, you just read like 5 pages.
Yeah.
Put it down. Start again. Do it again tomorrow. Or you also have to find your genre. Like, what do you enjoy reading?
Yeah.
Because that's what I've realized is like certain books just don't do it for me. Like I've tried to read self-help books and stuff, be falling asleep.
Yeah.
I really love fiction and
me too. I like ghetto books.
Fiction, and I like autobiographies.
There was one more thing I wanted to say. This year, I'm putting Luna in like things she wants to be in. Like, I don't know if you saw my post recently. She thinks she's some kind of like gymnast. She has tricks, and so she needs to manage them. She needs to cultivate those tricks. So I'm gonna put her in ballet. She wants to go with Irie.
Okay.
And gymnastics. And also I'm signing up for classes that I've been wanting to do. I danced in high school. I want to dance more. It makes me feel good. I'm taking an acting class, and I've always said I want to do this. I did this for like 5 years. I've been taking acting class. I live in fucking LA, so I'm gonna do it. And I'm just being accountable and planting seeds where I want to see them grow, and actually like not spending money on eating out all the time, because bitch does that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Danielle, if you want to join us to find rich husbands, we're going to have one fancy dinner at fancy places like a week, and we're going to eat in the rest of the week. Mm-hmm. So we can afford the one fancy dinner to find our rich husband.
I'm down.
Okay, cool. Also, that's really pretty much it.
I think for me as like continuing, I feel like my resolution is to keep continuing what I was already doing, which is like, trying to be consistent, which I feel like has been my resolution forever and ever and ever, finishing what I start. And I feel like this year was the first year where I noticed that I actually put that into action. And like, I can say like, I did that a lot. There's definitely been some failures. For sure.
Don't say failures, because you can always pick
up there's definitely been some
pieces.
Like, I can, but there's definitely been some things that like I still need to go back to and complete. But there's definitely things like this is something, our podcast is something we've had to devote and be consistent with. We've had to come in every week and get on this mic and talk, sometimes twice a week, planning ahead. Like this week, I'm about to leave. We got to fucking plan this shit because we enjoy engaging with you guys every week. And also, it's a good practice. And also it's like my therapy.
It is an amazing practice. I will admit that the podcast, being consistent with the podcast and making each other accountable has made it makes me recognize where I'm not in other areas of my life. And it makes me want to be more on it, because I see how much this baby has grown, and that fuck, we're capable.
Mhm.
We're doing it.
Mhm.
And I'm really grateful for this. And you know, people say like you're not going to really have like the money will come, but when you're passionate about something that you're doing, you're going to do it with effortlessly.
Mhm.
And that's how this, like the podcast has really been that, because it's like, we love doing this shit. So it's not a problem to make time to do it once a week, because it does fucking require effort. It is work.
We have kids. We're podcasting with our kids playing. We're trying to, you know, manage our schedules, and
We have jobs. We have bills.
Like, yeah, like it takes time. So this is a project of love for sure.
Passion project.
I think another resolution of mine, or I know another resolution of mine, is I really want to work on forgiveness in 2019. I feel like I did a lot of self-loving. I'm going to continue to do that. But I think part of the self-love thing is forgiveness. And it's like, it takes so much energy to be angry or harbor hurt feelings towards someone, you know what I mean? Especially because what's done is done, you know what I mean? And it's like,
it's a waste of time to carry out those feelings.
It's hurting me more than anyone else.
Yes.
You know? And so I just want to work on forgiveness. I want to work on forgiveness with my father, because me and my dad have a great relationship, but I definitely have hurt little girl feelings for sure still.
For sure.
Like, even like if he were here and we were talking about my relationship growing up, I would for sure cry immediately. Like,
there are things that you know, as soon as the conversation comes up, you can feel that like
my throat starts to close up, and I get So
those are things you need to work on.
Yeah.
And to address as 31-year-old
because my dad is he really is an amazing person, and I feel like I'm missing out on a closer relationship because of my own.
You're still
hurtness from it, but it's subconscious. It's not even consciously.
Yeah.
I feel like
a little girl
I need to
outside of
spend more time with him. I need to spend more time with my siblings, all those things. And, you know, I just need to work on that. And then obviously I need to forgive my baby daddy. It's hard. It's very hard, because I feel like
you've forgiven him. I feel like you gotta like work on.
I don't know. Sometimes I think about, I get like moments in the day where I think about our situation and I fucking get pissed.
Oh, I know.
So that's not, I don't think that means I forgive him yet.
You're working on full forgiveness.
I want, and I know it takes time. And I know sometimes like
you're a pretty rational woman. You know, some women who have gone through what you've gone through with him would be a much uglier person.
Mm-hmm.
He would have a lot more hell. So I think that I get what you mean. And that hurt may not ever completely eventually resolve it. Like you could think about it and you're always going to feel something. But I think you are actually very mature and loving in that way, that what you've gone through and how you could have reacted and the hate and anger you could be harboring is much lighter than probably you were 6 months ago. And it's happening. Like you're forgiving, you know?
I think it's more so my energy when I'm around him that I want to relinquish. Cause it's just like, I just feel like tense. I always feel like a little more tense than I did 5 minutes before I exited the car and went to his house. You know what I mean? And like, I want to work on our friendship because I miss our friendship. We were very good friends before we ever started dating. And that's why I think we had an amazing relationship for so many years, because we started as friends. And I want that back. I do. But I also know it takes time. And sometimes like I'm impatient and I'm hard on myself. I set goals for myself that are unrealistic, which this like me forgiving him in 6 months is unrealistic. I thought I was gonna be able to do that. I was gonna be like, we're gonna be like fucking Demi Moore and Bruce Willis at no time. Like, no, bitch. We're gonna be like Mashonda. Someone told me I need to read Mashonda's book.
Mashonda's a book?
She has a book about how she forgave Alicia.
Bitch, I'm gonna have to,
because they're a blended family.
You know, those are my life goals. But yeah, that shit is hard. And even we have to have hopefully have a friendship with the people you've had kids with, especially when like Erica and I both have known our baby daddies for a long time, even before we had kids. It's easy to revert back to that friendship, homie, like let's smoke a blunt, you know, because like I'm like that with my baby daddy, but like romantically, it's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as I would like to love him, it's not there. I could not physically be with him, but I see how important like the friendship is. And even I could be cool and I can totally like I can forgive easily, but then I could sit there and then I'll start thinking about like shit you've done to me, shit you haven't paid, shit I have to pay, shit you don't even bring up and talk about or like address, and then I can like get worked up. And even those things I need to be able to like just accept him as he is, like all of it, accepting you who you are and knowing like this is my lane, this is yours, and I got to do what I need to do and not let what the fuck you have going on affect me. Oh Lord.
Yeah, so forgiveness, and just, I guess, just focusing on, the things that I love, which are this podcast and Beauty Blender and my daughter and me. I think I was very selfish this last year, and I had to be, and it was good. I don't regret it one little tiny bit.
I need to be more selfish this year.
You do. I would agree. I think
I'm not good at self. I make a lot of excuses not to be selfish.
Well, it's easy. Even that day when I was like, I'm going to have a day for me, my first instinct was to call someone to do it with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, like you have to consciously do it because we're humans. We love to be
companionship.
Yeah. And sometimes you just got to like be alone and do your own thing and not give away your energy to people that, are careless with it, or that maybe, like.
I think it's so important, even at like, okay, I think we both really know who we are, but I found that like as we grow, it's even more important to take the time to be by yourself, because as we're growing, we have to get to know ourselves again and again and again and reevaluate who we are and what our goals are. And in friendships, even in long-term friendships, even in good friendships, people will always try and tell you who they think you are. And if you're not spending the appropriate amount of time with yourself,
you'll believe them.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's human nature to do that, but you got to be able to check it. And you got to be able to recognize it, because I dealt with that. I'm an alien. I'm different. I'm weird. I'm different than a lot of my friends. And I think they don't really understand that because they're different than me. And I've been told like things about myself, and like it causes conflict inside me. Like, is this wrong? Am I wrong? Who am I? Like, and those things, like spending time with yourself more and more as you get older is still necessary. Even you still have more bills, you have more kids, you have more responsibilities, you probably have another relationship, people have marriages, but it's still important to dedicate that time to get to know yourself, because you're changing and you need to be in tune with how you're changing and who you are, because people will always try to influence you to think that they know you better than you know yourself.
100%. Absolutely.
Because a lot of times it makes them feel more comfortable for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And it's not, I don't think it's like intentional, but you have to do it. And I lack that a lot. So I'm realizing right now that I have to really just focus on that and cut off the bullshit. Mm-hmm. Cut out the bullshit and like, think deeply about who I am and what I want to do and where I'm headed, because it makes a big difference.
Yeah. And it's like really, it's really an exercise. You have to check in like every day.
Yeah.
Because like it's easy. I think that's why so often my New Year's resolutions have like gone to shit, mm-hmm. because you start off the year with all this like, yeah, let's go. It's go time. And then like, you get distracted. You went and did this. You went on a trip, or you went, you know what I mean? You met a new person. And
then you got super distracted. So you got some new dick.
Yeah. Like it's you, and then suddenly you're 6 months in, and then you're like, fuck, I don't feel good.
Do you want to have a New Year's Eve in June again?
We could, yeah.
Yeah, like a half New Year's.
We should.
I think that's necessary.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's totally necessary. Yeah. So by June, who knows? What the fuck? It'll be about to be summer. We'll be like,
yeah. We need to check in summer.
Yeah. At some point we need to check in. And finding friends that hold you accountable, because there are friends that won't. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you won't hold yourself accountable. Mm-hmm. So that's important.
And also being open to them holding you accountable, because, it's easy to be defensive and to feel you attacked, mm-hmm. And I know I felt that way in ways of people, judging like who I am or how I am, or you know, I've heard all my life, oh, Erica, you know, I've always thought you were a bitch. Like, well, I know I'm not a bitch. So, but I got used to, I've gotten used to that, and I shouldn't get used to that. I've gotten used to it and been like, yeah, you know, maybe I am sometimes.
Kinda.
But it's like, no, I just
I'm not
always easily excitable.
Yeah.
And
I don't have to be.
Yeah. It's like, why should I have to? Why? You know? And I think I've gotten a lot more comfortable with that part of who I am, because for a long time, even earlier this year, I had a conversation with my mom, and I was like, how am I going to run your business one day? I'm terrified, because I feel like people always tell me that, like, I have resting bitch face.
But your mom and you are very similar.
I know, and that's what my mom said to me. And I said, no, like my mom is a little more different. It's just she can go in any situation and like talk, even though she hates doing it. But
she'll deliver.
She'll do it.
But you too.
For me, I think I'm getting better at it. I think I'm getting better at it by watching her. And I think also just, I don't know. But I just feel like when I had this conversation with her, I was like, I think people always get the wrong impression of me. And it's something that I've had to really look within myself. Like, what am I doing to give people this impression? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Because it's more than one person, more than two people, more than five people. You know, I'm not like this year, but in my lifetime, the people saying that.
You don't have to be readable.
And so
fuck people.
But because of that, like you said, like people telling you who you are. And like, you know, you start thinking like, maybe I am that person. But I know I'm not. I know that I'm loving. I know that I'm a good friend. I know that, like, I also know that I'm a good read of character too. So if you feel like I'm reading you, or you feel like I'm judging you, it's probably because you feel like you ain't doing something right, you know? But also I try to check myself too, because I don't like to jump to conclusions about people either, because people do that with me.
And people change.
So,
yeah, growing is a journey, not a destination. And that shit is like really apparent right now. But just know who you are. That's important. Spend time with yourself.
Mm-hmm. It is.
We did this out of order, but
current events.
Yeah.
Well, I saw on my favorite news source, the Shade Room.
The Shade Room should sponsor us. We reference you every week.
That Madonna seems to have gotten booty implants, or like
a butt pad
injection.
I think that this is my theory. They were at like some crazy London freak show club, and that was that's what they
put that in there for
her. Because it doesn't even look like a good job. Madonna at least has a coin. She can get a good butt.
I don't know. She went to Brazil or something. I'm like, I need to go look on her.
It looks really bad. And also, this is not news at all, but Erica, Mina, and Safari.
Oh. Okay. Erica,
Mina, whatever. Love and Hip Hop, which I don't even watch. I think they're like oddly perfect for each other.
I think this is all for TV.
I think it's not. I think they're both really want love.
They're trying to have their own show.
I think they really both also want to be in love really bad. This bitch gets engaged every other month. Not that I keep up, but I keep seeing it on the Shade Room.
She's pregnant.
By him?
I think so.
Why?
Because she's like, there's a big announcement coming next week. We can't wait to share it with you.
Well, bitch, how do you even know it's his? You've only been dating him 20, a sneeze and a cough. I might need a DNA test. I'm going to hell for saying.
Oh my God.
No slut shaming.
Can I was like low key a little bit sad when like I found out.
Me too.
Like,
I'm like a little jealous. A little bit, like not for real, because I don't want to like wear matching furs, but he looks really fun, and it's the dick. It's because we saw the dick print. I wanted to sit on it one time. I know. I saw.
I mean,
I think he's really genuinely a sweet guy.
That's what
really
I think.
Wants love, and I think she's a prowess. Like she's been in.
Like when she gets mad, she is an ugly person.
Is there a way she's really 31? No, right?
You think she's older?
I feel like she was in fucking Chris Brown's video as a grown woman when we were 14.
Oh, really? I don't know.
She's been in the videos for like many years.
I don't know.
You know, the thing is, it's just his penis.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to sit on it one time. I mean, you know, maybe a few.
I just feel like he's he seems like, yeah, like he would really love you. You know what I mean? Like he would really love and care for you and open up doors and go above and beyond and do all that corny ass shit
that you kind of
that we always hate on, but we low-key want.
Like, I would put up with the furs maybe for this shit.
I will rub that coconut oil all over your body.
And sit on that big John. As long as I'll put up with it. I'll do dance videos with you too, baby. You know? Was that on the replay? We sound like,
I mean, and then there's been like a few videos that have come out of men like professing their love for like, I just want to find a good girl I can take care of. You don't have to work when you're with me.
Who was it?
Who was the first one? Okay, first
Trey Songz? No.
Who was it? It was who was it?
It's somebody else.
Fuck.
Is it The Game?
No. Wait. No. Well, I saw that
it was
Romeo did it. Little Romeo said that after the fact, after this other person. Who the fuck was the first person who said you don't have to work? Is it a football player? No. Is it?
I can't remember.
Anyway, when I saw that, I was like, I mean, I want to work, but I also want a nigga to tell me that.
I also want the option. Romeo's kind of cute as an adult. I think he likes white women though. No offense. He's just not into us.
He's kind of cute.
He grew up in the valley though. You can't be mad at him.
He came to my 16th birthday party. Did I ever tell you my little Romeo story?
No.
Oh my God.
Please do share.
So my cousin, like knew him for some reason.
Because he grew up around the corner.
My cousin, Davita. What up, Davita? And she invited him to my 16th birthday. So him and Little Fizz came to my party.
I love Little Fizz.
Bitch. He was my man's in my head.
Little Fizz or
yes.
Romeo? Oh, Little Fizz. What? That's on to other news, but keep going.
Yeah. And he bought me Uggs. He bought me
Little Fizz or Romeo?
Little Romeo.
Oh, really cute.
He bought me Uggs for my birthday and Versace perfume.
Wow! Shout out to
and
Little
a Dooney and Burke bag.
Wow! He didn't even know you?
No, and this other like little bracelet with like my name on it.
Very cute, Romeo. Maybe he does like black women.
He was like 14 at the time.
I know he's younger than us.
I was 16. He was 14. I don't know who bought this shit.
Him.
He also bought my cousin a gift, even though it wasn't her motherfucking birthday.
You're so wow. Davita, watch out. She's kind of mad still.
Because he liked her. But I just remember I was the hit of the party. Little Romeo came to me. I was 16.
Erica went down on the history books.
Did
he perform?
You should have. The fuck?
Oh my
should have. I don't even know Little Romeo's song, but can you name one?
Oh my God. I could have 20 years ago. No, that's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow, it's annoying that we can't remember. But speaking of Little Fizz and current events, B2K is having a motherfucking reunion tour, bitches!
Woo!
We will be Seriously.
Baby, turn around and let me see that sexy body go bump, bump, bump.
We want to go. We're going.
We're going. I was in a B2K music video.
Oh my God, which one?
Gots to be.
Gots to be the one that never had. Gots to be the one. Oh my God, if I knew you in high school, I would have been fucking hating. No, that was junior high.
You know
I
what's so funny about it too is that my role in it was like a fan like banging on Omarion's like limo car window. And there was a girl next to me who was like so pumped to be there. Like of course I was pumped too. She was super pumped. And they had these big lights behind us. And I guess she had a synthetic wig on, bitch. It caught on fire in front of me.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, but I was only in the video because my cousin Davita.
Damn, Davita.
Davita.
She was the high school plug.
She was dating someone, not in the group, but someone else I'll tell you later. For many years. And
really?
Yeah, which was really weird because he was older and she was really young. She's only a year older than me. And her best friend at the time was dating Omarion. And so I guess they were like, we need light-skinned, curly-haired girls. So they threw my ass in there. And I was glad to be there.
B2K in junior high was like, I don't even know. Like, the amount of
They were like the Beatles of our for us.
Like I was obsessed. Like we went to this concert. I just remember like screaming on the verge of tears when we approached the stage. Like I think I went to 106 in Park one time. They had an episode they recorded out here, and I don't like. I was just. I'm pretty fucking excited. I when I first heard about it,
Wait, where are they performing?
I don't know. It better be the fucking Forum. That's where I saw them 15 years ago. It better be the Forum.
I don't think they can fill the Forum. Do you think they can?
Bitch, the way these 30-year-olds and plus are about to come out, yes, I don't think I think they're gonna have like 4 nights. I think they're about to. This is about to be the shit. I mean, I haven't talked to one person my age who's not talking about it. I met a girl.
You're right. I've had multiple people.
I met a girl at the parlor last night. Like, did you hear about B2K? I was like, bitch, did you hear about B2K? Where do you wear a ring? Air Force Ones, bejeweled shit.
Yeah, we be dazzling our bandanas or what? You dazzling party.
Go to the swap meet, get the airbrush. Oh my god. Anyway,
well, breaking news: Omarion is not following any of his B2K members.
He reluctantly signed up for the tour because somebody paid him a lot of money. He's about to make Omarion. I don't know why you're acting bougie because you can perform your little cool current hits, and we can still get our like nostalgia, and we're gonna pay.
Yeah.
But you need to follow them if you guys are gonna be on the same page.
I'm gonna need you all to at least pretend you like each other.
I need the chemistry to be the same as it was in the early 2000s. This means a lot to a lot of people.
Oh my god! Do you remember all the drama between? Do you remember when what's the other one? Not the
Jay Booth,
Razby. Oh, moved to like Japan, China. He was like living in Japan.
Well, I think
and he did a sex tape.
Oh yeah,
with like some Japanese girl.
I do remember a sex tape.
Yeah,
I don't remember the Japanese girl. I don't know if I ever saw it.
It was like some bitch he was dating out there.
Can we look at it?
Yeah, we definitely got.
Well, the sad part is, I think Razby really does suffer from some mental illness.
Mm-hmm,
so hopefully,
sure.
I don't give a fuck what happened. I mean, I give a fuck about you. I think you need to get help, but just keep this shit together by the time it gets to Los Angeles. I don't give a fuck about those other cities. When B2K tour dates for Los fucking Angeles, y'all niggas better have it together.
At your A game. Y'all better have worked through all the issues,
kinks, okay?
The kinks of the show. I'm gonna need y'all all to be able to still dance, okay? Like I don't want to see no like old ass.
Remember Lil Fizz was like the only one who didn't have no abs.
Yeah, but he still don't have. And he also didn't really dance a lot.
he was only a real nigga.
Yeah, but he's still fine.
He is still fine. He's sure. But he tried to hit on Danielle like right when Love and Hip Hop LA came out. I was like, Danielle, just give me your number. She's like, no, bitch. I was like, this is our dreams come true. She's like, I'm not giving him. And I'm like, he's kind of cute. She's like, I know, right? They made him look so corny on Love and Hip Hop.
Well, at least he was like the nice guy. He was like the good dad.
Yeah,
he's like the good dad and all that.
Also, according to on the Shade Room, Moniece and him are having some beef. I didn't get to watch the whole thing before we started.
That's because Love and Hip Hop is on. I swear to God.
Oh, it is?
You only hear about these beefs when it's about to air.
Right. You don't even know who these people are when it's not a season. Okay, enough of our ratchetness. Oh, Kanye's still crazy.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Kanye ass is still fucking crazy. He's back on his Trump wagon. He denounced it. Now he's back, and we're still not inviting him to the barbecue.
I'm still not going to none of his shows. Low key, one of his songs came on the other night, and we were all out, and everyone was dancing, and I was getting mad at everyone. I was like, "Oh, so y'all gonna dance to this?"
Right? I was like, "Bitch, I'm drunk. Who is this?"
I was like, "Jamila, we really gonna dance to?" You're like, "I'm such a fucking hoe. I love it." I'm like, "Bitch, this is Kanye."
I love a quick fuck. You see Cardi dancing to it?
Mm-mm.
She was dancing to it on her Instagram on New Year's, wherever the fuck she was in the world.
She was twerking that booty.
Yeah, she's happy and single. I feel like, girl.
Is she though? Because apparently her and Migos, her and Offset were
back together
at the staying in the same house in Hawaii together.
Well, they have a fucking kid. She got her own quarter. She on the West Wing.
Okay, that's what you think. But taking my Cardi B's 26 years old.
No.
And,
okay, I mean,
that's
fine.
My 26-year-old self was still gonna be fucking my man in Hawaii, like we're on vacation.
Says the bitch who is the only bitch I know who's never, after she broke up with her baby daddy, never fucked him one time again.
Because it wasn't the first breakup.
Okay, yeah, but.
I mean, I've thought about it, but then I'm just like,
shit. It took me 2 years.
But I thought about it, but then I was like, well, I don't want to. His mental state, I don't know. I just want him to be okay. I don't want to give him mixed signals.
No, me too. And that's. I mean, I didn't fuck my baby daddy.
And also, I've been fucking him for 7 years. Like, I kind of wanted some new shit. You know?
You know what? That's the fucked up thing with my baby daddy. For a long time, we had bomb ass sex. And that was probably like maintaining the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so much of part of my personality and my addictions are sexually driven. So I had to, that's why I'm really having to like, it took a lot of discipline for that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, like I'm a slave to my physical self somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Like sex has definitely been an issue for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good that you have that amount of self-control. Also, you were just tired of that dick.
Kind of.
Also, you're tired of that dick. That dick wasn't responding sometimes, and you were tired.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and which is reasonable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah. My New Year's resolution is to continue not fucking my baby daddy. And
if I would pass out if I heard you fucked your baby daddy. I'd be like, bitch, what kind of drugs were you on? Were they new? You've tried that ketamine?
Oh my God. I actually thought about it recently, honestly. I think it was during Christmas when I was feeling all fucked up and alone and
the Christmas thing will fuck
lonely, and we were spending time together on Christmas, and it started feeling family-ish, and I was like, I could just go downstairs. And I was like, no,
downstairs.
I mean, I was at his house.
Oh, you slept there?
No, I didn't sleep there.
Oh, okay. No. You know what always stops me? I think about literally the moment right before entering.
What do you mean?
Like I can visualize it in my head, and I'm like, ugh, never mind.
I would think, you know what I think about? The ending.
Yeah, that, and afterwards, I'm gonna feel like a fucking moron.
Yeah, like getting out of the bed. Like, what are we doing? Cuddle now?
Like, I hate you.
I don't want to fucking cuddle.
Yeah, no.
Cuddle, and then what? Talk about
that
our
future. Like, that's what I think about. Like, nigga, you owe me money. Like, I can't fuck no nigga that owe me some money. Hell no. That's exactly what gets me.
It's a fact.
There's so much money you owe me. I'm gonna give you some $1 million pussy on top of it. This gonna bring your balance to what?
Girl.
301.9.
Let me add this to your motherfucking tab. Charge it to the game.
Yeah. 2019. Let me know. Slip ups.
2019. We're valuing our pussy more.
Yes. Value
doesn't mean you can't go have sex and enjoy it. Just like really think about it a little harder.
Very hard.
All of us.
Very hard.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be giving. I want to say I'm going to join the detox with you again.
Fuck, girl.
But
I really need the detox.
I've
never consciously abstained from sex.
You know, and when we did talk about the detox, I had so many people hit us up and say that
they had been doing it.
Well, that abstaining from sex, even Wheezy hit me up. She's like, isn't abstaining from sex, it feels so empowering. And when I was going through it before I fucked up and I broke my fucking shit.
Yeah, she was looking at me like a nose in the air.
I was feeling really empowered. I really, truly was. Like, I was like, I'm really going to think about the next person I give this pussy to. And, you know, obviously the next person was the guy I've been giving it to. So it wasn't that bad. But I just was like, I started feeling strangely empowered and like, I can keep doing this. Fuck this. And then you sent me that thing about the girl who abstained from sex for, I think, 3 years, which is too long.
Oh, yeah.
But other women that are saying, yeah, like, I feel
1,000 days.
Feel so much better. Like, I feel better. And it does make you think about who you're going to have sex with, at least the first person who you're going to have sex with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Who is going to break this seal? Who is worthy of breaking this detox seal? You know,
my husband. It must be my husband.
I mean, husband or someone you really who's valuing you, uplifting you, making you feel cherished, and you guys are, you know, working towards something maybe, or I don't know, your vibrator.
Yeah, no, I agree. The pickings is slim any fucking way, so it really shouldn't be easy. I don't know how we're finding it so easy.
I mean, it's hard for me because I'm actually dating someone that I like him most of the time. So
yeah, I haven't like met anybody who I'm like. I mean, like I miss Young Bae because even though he's fucking 2,000 miles away, I still miss him because the pickings are fucking slim. Especially you live in LA area, even slimmer. They suck.
Right.
So,
do you think also the fact that he lives away is also
makes me like
romanticizes it too?
Yeah, for sure. Because if you're here all the time, I'm sure we could. I mean, I don't know. Would he get on my nerves if he lived here?
I mean, there's no way you would know unless he lived here.
Yeah, I'm sure niggas get on my nerves.
I know, it's true.
Niggas are annoying. It's just pretty basic. Not all. I mean, yeah. Obviously, the distance makes you like someone consistently more because you don't have to spend all the time with them.
Mm.
Do you feel like okay? Ideally, if you could choose, at what age would you be getting married? Do you want to get married?
I don't know anymore.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't think so.
I just want the ceremony and the ring.
That's how I felt, and I got the ring.
I just want the
and
the
I gave
promise.
it back like an idiot.
You're dumb. That was dumb. I don't care about the paperwork. I just want the ring and I want the party.
You can have a party. You can do all that without that. You know what I mean? Do I want to celebrate my love? Absolutely.
Okay,
I love to throw a party.
Yeah, I love a party, and I'm the center of attention.
And then I get to dress up and do makeup. Yeah, that's the whole thing. What age? I don't know. I mean, I was supposed to be married this October. You know, like
that's what I'm saying. Now that you don't have that deadline that previously existed, because
it's hard for me to know because I don't even know. I don't know if I've even found the person that I'm gonna do that. Have those feelings for. But like,
that's the problem that we're always trying to put a date on shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
who cares?
I don't know.
Do you want to have another kid?
Yes.
Because so many of my homegirls are talking about freezing their just one. Freezing their eggs.
No, and Deepika said it too.
Oh yeah, Deepika.
And then I said it because everyone was saying it.
What? You're freezing your eggs? Is it really like? Okay.
Oh, then I talked to Nisha, and then Nisha was it Nisha? When she was like, "Yeah, maybe you should," and I was like, "Maybe I should." Fuck.
Now I'm like, should I? How much is storage for those things? Like, do I keep them in my
$10,000 a year, bitch?
A year? Oh, well, I'm not freezing any eggs.
The eggs are fine.
I know 10,000 other ways to spend that money.
I'm gonna find a man with some strong sperm, and we'll be fine. You will find the egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But I do.
Well, I just think all of our, I guess because we're at this age, 35 is like where you're supposed to get nervous that it gets harder to have kids. 35. I think that's bullshit.
I feel like that's if you haven't had a kid.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like I know I could do it.
Right. I feel like that's if you haven't had one yet.
I think it gets harder after 35 no matter what, though. I mean, I
don't
believe
this age. Like, it's like exactly at 35, all of our bodies
shut down.
Do exactly the same shit. Like, you know, like there's like some bodies, you know, don't age the same. We all are different. There's no like, I don't feel like there's an exact age. Yes, I think as you get older, your eggs decrease, period. There's no like certain deadline date. Like for me, like if I don't have, like hopefully I'll have a partner that I want to have a baby with in the next 3 years. You know what I mean? That if I'm going to put a date on anything, like I don't really want to have kids past like
35 because it's hard. And I don't want them to be so far apart in age.
Maybe not 35. Like I don't want to have kids past like
38, 30. I don't want to have kids after 37.
I don't know.
That's even kind of old. I mean, not old. I have a lot of other shit I could be doing.
You want to get to the point you're like hoping your kids are now like sustaining humans that, you know, are on their way to like high school and college and not starting over.
So you could leave.
Like my dad started all the way over. You know, like I have a 6-year-old brother, but I don't know. I think if there was a deadline, who knows how I feel, but I would say like 38 to 40 is like the deadline. I'm like, it's past. But who knows? What if I meet like the man of my dreams at 40 and I'm like, I just want to have a baby? You know, that you just never know. You just never know. And I will be older by then. I'll be like, I can do it again.
Because you've forgotten. Yeah, I agree. And I think me asking that made me think like, why does it even matter? Who cares what age when it happens? And then you have less pressure on yourself. But I've said that when we were talking about valuing our pussies. In reality, you probably shouldn't be fucking.
Love thy pussy.
Love thy pussy.
Thank you, Bear Elite.
You shouldn't be fucking anyone that if you got pregnant, you're like, you know, like you should never be even pretend. Why even participate in a sexual act with somebody you wouldn't want to procreate with? For practice?
I don't know if I want to procreate with
anyone or
the person I'm dating yet.
Well, why not yet? But like I don't know. That's another thing. Could we just fucking?
I do imagine I think once you have a child too, I do imagine what this person would be like with my own kid.
Yeah.
And what he would be like as a father. I have imagined that. Which I guess is me kind of thinking in that way.
I guess because I know firsthand that shit happens.
Uh-huh.
And then shit gets really real really quickly. So it's all fun and games. And you're like, until
now you're
like, oh shit.
Mhm.
Shit just got real.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to value our pussies. And
Absolutely.
in reality,
Speaking of pussy and birth control, I'm no longer on it.
Me either.
And
I haven't been fucking, so I stopped taking it. I hope I don't. If I start getting too skinny, which I feel like I lost 2 pounds, I'm gonna get back on it.
I just stopped taking it because I felt like it had something to do with my anxiety attack.
Did you download the Flow?
No, I should do that.
Remind me after this too, because I want to download it.
Okay, but I have yet to tell my partner this.
Oh, bitch! That sounds a little bamboozly.
No, because I knew when we had sex, I wasn't gonna get pregnant.
Okay,
like, I'm not ovulating.
Out, right?
Yeah.
How do you not know if you don't download the app?
Because I just ended my period 2 days, 3 days ago.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's probably irresponsible.
It's fun. You need to call him right after this and say, "Oh, by the way, just so you know." Even though I know he's not like irresponsible like that, but girl,
no, he's totally not.
Lord Jesus.
I mean,
having an accidental pregnancy after having a child is a whole different level of accident.
No, absolutely. I just feel like I knew I wasn't going to get pregnant.
No, of course. So it's no why ruin the moment by talking about it.
But it's something that needs to be addressed. But I don't know what to do.
I don't want to. I could get pregnant right now.
I don't want to go back to condom.
Don't. He can still pull out. The pull-out method works if he knows his body.
I don't think that he'll be down for that.
Oh, really?
No. And I don't know if I should be down for that. That makes me nervous too.
I guess I shouldn't encourage it either.
That makes me nervous too. You know, I'm like the most. I'm like, I don't know about flow. I don't know about the flow chart.
Well, it's actually pretty. Wait, but if you pull out, remember we read about this. If you pull out a little before and do a couple strokes, then it's pretty guaranteed.
I think he needs to eat his goddamn papaya seeds.
Oh yes, stop talking about me. Shaka bars, can you call us? We need to talk about papaya seeds. Do you have papayas? You follow him?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah, if you guys should follow Shaka Bars. He's always dropping the knowledge on our food and just
our history
and all types of stuff. If you didn't know, papaya seeds is a way for it's a natural male birth contraceptive. They just have to eat a lot of papaya seeds daily. And their sperm count will go down, and the moment they stop, it'll come back.
It's amazing. We should like market it as like secrets, like men's smoothie additives.
Wink, wink. They should offer it. You know what? They should fucking offer papaya shots at the juice bars.
Yes. No, but it's papaya seeds. It's the seeds.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay, you could get 4 seeds with your wheatgrass shot.
Yeah.
You could buy this.
That's gonna be the new LA shit.
Yes.
Oh my God. No one's gonna have any more babies. There's already like people aren't having kids.
It's like people having less kids.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking amen. The world is too populated.
Well, that too, and also women are busy.
Oh yeah,
we're doing shit.
We finally figured out to value our pussies.
Yeah,
we're figuring it out, and we're like, oh, these niggas don't deserve it.
No,
get this money, just like Cardi. Okay, we should probably end this.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Okay, so Happy New Year. Do you have any horries?
Not really. Oh, wait. Actually, we have a few questions that we should probably answer, and we're not ending yet. Sorry, guys, we're still here.
Just kidding.
There was a girl shared a hoary. At our meetup, one of our listeners shared a hoary that I felt was worthy.
Okay, I'll tell it.
Okay, it's not my hoary, but once upon a time, there was this. So one of our listeners came to the meetup and was telling me that she had a guy that she was dating, and there's the questions in here somewhere, maybe this one. So he was a detective, and he worked out of downtown LA, and like she knew he wasn't really like shit or anything, but like they would have really great sex or whatever. And so one day she met him downtown at his office, and like the office was kind of like, I guess it was like a weekend. So there wasn't really anybody there, but he was working that day out of the office. And so they started kind of hooking up in the head of, like, it was like the head of the police station, or like one of the chief of police in his office.
He's a police officer?
He's a detective.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know, right? It sounds sexy, right? Just a detective.
And she hooked up in the.
So they hooked up, and then they ended up having sex, and he bent her over the police chief's desk.
Oh, wow.
And he fucked her doggy style while she stared at the police chief's family photos.
Yes, bitch!
And she said it was quite satisfying. And I was like, this sounds like a porn.
It sounds like a porn, a movie, and something I'd like to put on my bucket list.
Yes. So
Detective.
Yes.
That reminds me of a couple of times I had sex in office. Okay. Anyway, we also have an email from Anonymous. Help. To start off, I want to tell you all that your wait, okay, let me make sure I can read. Help. We shouldn't have smoked. To start off, I want you all to know that your podcast gets me through my workday most days. I have a bit of a dilemma. I have been with my baby daddy for over 9 years. We have 2 boys, ages 2 and 4. We both just turned 26. We are each other's first real relationship, and we both lost our virginity to each other. I'm a bit of a good girl. You think? Just kidding, girl. So he is the only person that I've been with sexually. He has been with one person other than me, which happened during one of our breaks. We are now at a strong point in our relationship. We are in the process of buying a house. Congratulations. And we are set to get married in March. There is one problem. We both now want to explore. Ooh.
Sexy.
My mind wanders being with only him. He's a guy, so he thinks about sex all the time. We are leaning towards an open relationship / marriage for a short while. Do you all think this is a good idea? Should we do it before we get married to see how we feel about it? Should we try threesomes first? He wants to go ahead and start so that I can't change my mind. Wait, bitch, on the marriage or on the open relationship? We have already been through this on several occasions, and I have blacked out. What? Wait. Yeah.
Been blacked out on what?
I don't know. I feel that we are strong enough in our.
Blacked out mad.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Wait. Okay. He wants to go ahead and start so that I can change. So that I can't change my mind. We have already been through this on several occasions, and I have backed out. Oh, she backed out. Sorry. Blacked out drunk? No, okay, sorry. We're done. I'm dumb. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm smart. I feel that we are strong enough in our relationship to handle it, but I worry that it could ruin us down the road. What are your opinions on this? I feel that jealousy would not be an issue on my part unless he's the only one playing around while I'm stuck at home with the kids. I feel that because of how guys are. He'll get jealous as soon as I'm with someone else. Please let me know what y'all think. I just don't want to ruin my relationship and family. I may have some horries to submit if this goes through. Well,
but I fully encourage it.
Okay. Wow, that's really big of you. Okay.
I mean, there's so many. Okay, because I'm sure she's thought about all angles of it. Because I think you get nervous because you guys have never been with anybody else except him with one other person. Like, what if you fuck someone and you're like, oh my god, and it opens up a whole door for you to be like, maybe I don't want to be married. Maybe I need to go explore this other side of me. Because you guys are young.
You are young, and there are so many things.
But she also said that her relationship is really strong. It's just like how strong. You need to really evaluate it, I think, and think about how strong is your relationship.
Okay. I think that I always say to people, having an open relationship or a threesome is the same as opening Pandora's box. When you open your relationship, you have to be open to everything and all the possibilities that can happen because you've opened your relationship. With that being said, I think that if you really have a strong relationship with someone and it's like, I love you, just like I love Erica and I don't care who she sleeps with, I'm still going to love her. Mm-hmm. She could do a lot of things. Like that's, to me, in a mature space, that's the basis of all relationships. Do I respect you? Do I love you? Do we make me better? Are we a good team? Now, sexual attraction and sex they change. They're inconsistent. It's not like I could be infatuated with somebody for a month and after that they're gonna get my fucking nerves. New pussy's always good pussy because it's new. You've never had it before. You hit that pussy a couple times, it's just pussy. So I just think if you guys are really on the same page, knowing that you guys are partners and you're married, everything else is, expendable, or I don't know the word, but I think that if the like you said, the root is good, you guys know where you're supposed to be together, then you can explore things sexually, and as long as you can get back to that honest place with each other, it should be okay. I think the rules are like, you pick the bitch, he can't pick them. I think I've heard rules where there's like, they don't, like the man and her don't have any communication because the guys are dumb.
Well, but her thing is that she wants to have sex with a guy. I don't think they're gonna have. I mean, I think some of it might be threesomes, but some of it is her stepping outside of her marriage to.
Well, the new
or
pussy,
her relationship.
The new pussy also applies to you. New pussy, new dick.
Yeah.
It gets exciting. It's new. There's some fine niggas out there, so. Again, you have to be sure that you're very in love and down for the partnership that you guys share, and in your role as parents, and your role as friends, and your role as partners. If that is clear, at the end of the day, I'm going to love you regardless. And at the end of the day,
well, she said she'll feel resentful if he's out with the bitch and she's at home taking care of the kids. I'm like, well, like that said though, it's the other way around too, because you might be out and he might be at home with the kids. There's no like perfect synchronized moment where you both are out and you both found a person on the same day at the same time. Right. It's always going to be
at some point. Now you can want to be open. Jealousy is a human trait. I don't know how fucking or why, but it is. It's human nature to be jealous. When we feel threatened by our position, if we feel threatened in our relationships, we become jealous. Now, if you can really explore the jealousy and where it roots from and why you're feeling insecure when this is your partner, he's coming home. Even talking about it sometimes makes you feel like less jealous because you can like, I don't know. I think for me though, like I talk about it because I want to find the bitch's weakness so I can feel better about myself, which is also insecurity. But yeah, there's no perfectness. But I think when you can have an honest conversation, even if it is uncomfortable, is it's like can be breakthrough for your relationship. You might really unlock other levels of love in your relationship that you didn't even know existed, because at the end of the day, you can do that and he's coming back. It's a stronger level of relationship, but it's hard to obtain.
Especially, I mean, it sounds like you guys have been a bit conservative throughout your relationship, but you know what? Like, you only live once, and if you feel like you're in a proper place where your relationship can sustain that, then I say go for it. I feel like you have to iron out the rules though. There has to be rules, period. You can't just go into it like, like you got to know, like, is this like a thing like don't ask, don't tell? Or is this
right? Because sometimes the don't ask, don't tell works.
Sometimes don't ask, don't tell. Or is this totally transparent? Let me see your text messages. I want to see how you engage with your person. Or
you can't go see that person because we're in an argument.
Right.
There's no oasis away from me. That person is not serving as your like vacation from your family. Like, there's so many things. Like, is it open and like they can have a relationship with that person, or it's open like they're gonna be fucking someone and that's it, and they fuck 3 times, or they can fuck consistently. It's just a one-time thing. Like, these are all things you really have to figure out.
And like, if one of you decides, you know what, it isn't worth it, I don't want to do it, like, you have to be ready for that, for another person to be like, I want this, because that might happen. It might happen that maybe he decides like, you know what, I don't want to do this. I tried to hook up with this girl or whatever, and you're like, well, I'm not done.
Oh my God. But
or vice versa.
Someone just told me, damn, it's gonna kill me. I told you too. There's a famous Black couple. They're older too, like Jet Magazine older. And they discuss, damn, I wonder if I can Google it or you can't. They discuss having an open marriage for like 4 years in their relationship. And then they decide they don't want to do it anymore. And their relationship maintained, they had kids, blah, blah, blah. Like, it can be done. It has been done, and sometimes maybe you'll both be done. Like, okay, I'm good. And I think like that's the beauty in opening it, because you've given your, like, it's like having a bird and knowing it's coming back. You're not caging it. So it does work, but it does require like rules, probably a lot of trial and error.
But it sounds, you guys have been together for a long time. You have a 9-year-old, like, well,
no, they've been together 9 years. They have a 2 and a 4-year-old.
Oh, 2 and a 4-year-old. Whatever, 9 years. Like, you guys have lasted this long. You guys know the rules, but definitely discuss them. You guys know
make
each
sure
other.
It's fair.
You know what bothers him. He knows what bothers you.
What days you're going. It's not one-sided. There's not more time being spent with someone. Do you want to know who this person is? Is he going to know that guy?
Is it a one-off type of thing? Can you or he continuously sleep with the same person over and over again? You know, do they come to the house? Is it always outside of the house? Like,
is it random people? Are friends off limits?
Yeah. Are you doing this on Tinder? Are you just going out with your friends and being open to the possibility of meeting someone? You know, like, you just got to iron it out just so you guys, there's no secrets. Even if someone else ever were to see you out, they would be like, oh, bitch, I saw blah, blah, blah. You can be like, I already know.
Oh, girl, you told me. I said it up.
You know, so I don't know. I think that's kind of exciting, though. Like, how exciting that you're buying your first home together. You're planning a wedding. You have beautiful kids. You found this life partner. And now you get to explore this, like, interesting new chapter, you know? Like, to me, like, this is, like,
kind of sexy.
Kind of dope.
Sounds like a good relationship to me.
So send us your photos.
If you need a little help. Chocolate or we're so dumb. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
And you're not the first to ever do this shit. We have another listener who was at our one of our meetups, and there was two people at our meetups, and one I was trying to recruit for a situation, a get down, and she was totally down. Actually, two people down, and the girl next to me was like, bitch, I've been trying to find a third person for me and my husband for like 6 months. You just show up. I was like, you just got to ask questions, you know? Do you want to be in a threesome? Look at it. He's pretty cute. But yeah, I think it is exciting. I think it could be sexy. I think, you know, just discuss it a lot first. And do you think it matters if they do it before or after you say I do?
It shouldn't, but you never know.
It shouldn't,
but you never know. What if something unlocks within both of them or one of them? You never know. If your bond is as strong as it is, then I say no. But only you know that, because I don't know your relationship like that.
Everything happens how it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
If this is something you guys are both talking about, it's because you both want to explore it. Mm-hmm. It's coming up because you're supposed to. And like I said, that Pandora's box, whatever comes up with it, be mature enough to deal with it and honor it and be grateful for everything, how it's about to unfold for the better, or it's all for the better.
And just keep the communication open and try to like keep your ego out of it. You know?
Yeah, you have to work on removing.
Remember why you guys are in love. Remember that love.
And do a lot of self-reflecting and conversations, and a lot of like recognizing when jealousy comes up, because I do that and I'm like, why am I jealous? Like, do I love him any less because of this? Is it because she's prettier than me? If she isn't pretty, do I not care? Because I find myself doing that too. Like, who? Let me see. And if she's pretty, I'm like, oh, fuck. And then she's like, whatever. I'm like,
whatever.
How was it?
Oh my God.
Yeah, but good luck with that. And yeah, please keep the whores coming. Actually, that's a challenge, you know? Whore it up. Do something fun.
Yeah. Send us your whores.
Oh, did you hear that one story about a couple who like recruited a girl and they pretended that they weren't married? Maybe you guys can try that.
Oh yeah, that was kind of sexy. I think you were reading that to me.
Someone told me that. My friend,
or you told me about it.
My friend, this woman approached her and was like, I have a friend that might really be interested in you. And she went out, they all met up, the friend, her, and she's like, they kept fucking up and calling each other like babe. And she's like, are you guys together? But they were like doing some weird, sexy character thing that she was like, it was very mean to her. Like, she didn't even know what was going on.
Did she end up hooking up with any of them?
No, I think she was not into the fact that they did not keep her in the loop.
Oh, okay. Then maybe don't do that.
Which would kind of irritate me too. Like, you look, niggas, I know what's going on here. I'll do it, okay? But okay, keep them coming. If you have any more questions, keep us posted. Even if we don't have to talk about it, I just want to know personally.
Yeah,
because I'm interested. I think I want to try that. I think I want to try an open relationship.
That would work for you.
Probably, I think so.
That would work for you. Anyway, we is out.
And we have one. I know you're waiting for us to respond. We have a guy who sent us a video. We love you. That video is long as hell. We're about to watch it right now. But you know that video was long. But we're about to watch it. In next episode, we're going to respond. And you know what? I just made up that because of the advice, the next episode is going to be threesome how-tos, every way to go about them, all of our threesome experiences, and if you want to recruit someone, what's a good way to go about it?
Because we did have a friend that had a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm. So I figured maybe you guys
Actually,
do too.
she asked me, she was like, is there a handbook to this shit? Like what does the third person do when the other person's doing this and that? And I said, bitch, have you ever watched porn? And I sent her a porn. I was like, watch this. We were all chatting in a group chat and I sent her the porn. I was like, here is threesome 101.
Okay, so next episode is threesome 101. If you know anybody who's thinking about having a threesome, they need to tune in
next week.
Okie dokie.
Anyway, well, have a happy second day of the new year and drink lots of water and hydrate. And we will see you next week.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at goodmoms_bad_choices. And if you have any submissions or advice questions, go to www.goodmoms.badchoices.com.
Thanks. Or you can email us at info@goodmomsbadchoices.com.
Shout out to our weed plug.
Oh, yeah. Shout them out. Go ahead. Anyway, next week we will plug the weed plug because Jamilah can't remember the name of the dispensary now.
Sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I think